Hey there, welcome to Paleologic. Today we're going to talk about what lived alongside Australopithecus, those strange relatives of ours from 3.5 million years ago. Australopithecus is a genus of extinct apes that lived in Africa between 4 and 2 million years ago. This group includes several species, but today we're focusing on one in particular, Australopithecus afarensis. The most famous member of this species is the fossil nicknamed Lucy, who was discovered in Ethiopia in 1976. Lucy's skeleton was about 40 complete, which is exceptionally rare for a fossil find, and she gave scientists an incredible amount of information about her species. She also helped them understand that our ancestors were fully upright and walking on two legs, or bipedal, long before they had large brains like modern humans. But what else do we know about Australopithecus? And what about the other animals that lived at the same time and place as them? Keep watching to find out. Let's start with the basics. When we talk about species that lived alongside a specific creature, we're talking about its contemporaries. These are the organisms that were alive at the same time as it. But to figure out who these ancient creatures actually were, we have to take more than just their name into account. We need to look at three very specific things: where they lived, when they lived, and what they were like. When did they live? Australopithecus afarensis lived in Africa around 3.5 million years ago. That would place their contemporary animals somewhere in the range of 3.7 to 2.9 million years ago. 3.5 million years is right in the middle of this range, so that's a good place to start. Where did they live? Lucy was found in Ethiopia, but Australopithecus fossils have also been found in Kenya, Tanzania, and South Africa. So let's stick with Africa. Let's also take a cue from Lucy's skeleton and habitat. She was found in a forest, and since she was a mostly quadruped or four-footed walker, probably spent a lot of time in trees. So we're looking for animals that lived in African forests 3.5 million years ago. And finally, what were they like? Lucy was an ape, specifically a hominin, which is a creature that belongs to the group that includes all great apes and humans. So any of her contemporaries would have needed to be an ape as well. Now we have everything we need to start our search. Let's start with the big cats. Big cats like lions, tigers, and leopards are found across the old world, and they've been around for a very long time. Their ancestors first appeared in the fossil record around 10 million years ago, but none of them were around back then. In fact, no big cats would be around for another 2 million years. The earliest big cat in the genus Panthera, which includes lions and tigers, is Panthera pardus, or the leopard. The earliest fossils of this species are around 2.5 million years old, which is much younger than our time frame. So let's strike the big cats off our list. Okay, how about some big prey animals, large herbivores like giraffes, zebras, and wildebeest? There is some evidence that giraffes have been around for as long as 15 million years, but that's way too old. The oldest fossils of giraffes that have been found in Africa are only about 7 million years old. That's much younger than our time frame, so let's move on. What about our favorite primates? Chimpanzees and gorillas are also great apes like humans, and both species live in African forests today. However, fossil evidence shows that neither species was around during Australopithecus time. The earliest fossils we have of any great ape are about 6 million years old. And they're not pan-troglodytes or chimpanzees, and they're not gorilla or gorillas. Instead, they're of a now extinct species of gorilla, Gorilla beringei, which lived in the forest of the Congo River area. So while chimps and bonobos may have been swinging through the trees with our hominid friends, it wouldn't have been the same species we know today. So who did share the forest with early hominids? While we haven't found many fossils of vertebrates older than 2.6 million years in Africa, south of the Sahara Desert, the pickings are still pretty good. We've found several species of the following. Okay, so we've got some weird little creatures that kind of look like hedgehogs called echidnas. We've got a few species of the Suidae family, which include warthogs and other pig-like creatures. We've also got buffaloes, antelopes, a relative of the modern-day mouse deer, and even crocodiles. And all of these creatures were living in the same place as early hominids. Did you find this video helpful? Tell us in the comments below. And don't forget to stay tuned for new episodes every week. Thanks for coming along on this journey through time. I'll see you next time on Paleologic.